So itchy! Hello y'all and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a review that I am super excited for. I mean, all the reviews I do I'm super excited for. Can you just imagine me coming on and being like, well, here I have a review for you that, I think is gonna suck. I wouldn't get anything done. Not a thing. But today we are reviewing the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive collection. I feel it in my bones. Welcome to the new world, the new world. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Now that your ears are bleeding, let's continue on. So, it's Melt Cosmetics and it's bright colors. What more could I ask for? What more could they have released that would have tugged upon the strings of my purse? Probably not much. So this is a 8-pan palette. It is the same size as their Smoke Sessions palette, and it retails. This thing does retail for $48. Aside from Natasha Denona and Viseart and all that jazz, Pat McGrath, Melt Cosmetics has cornered a bit of the market on expensive eyeshadows. But the nice thing is that this palette is not a limited edition, because that's great for me. Because y'all know I love being able to have bright palettes that I can recommend to y'all, because your girl is a color lover. Today I started off with Arsenic, which probably my favorite color in the whole palette. Then I took Meltdown. I did a very simple look, and then I did Radon under here. And then they had the audacity to release 2 more of their blush lights. Their blush lights have been a product that I have recommended before. They're just a very illuminating blush, highlighters on some skin tones, and they're great. They're a beautiful formula, and they were like, let's release Ultraviolet, which is a hot pink, a lavendery lilac, and a deep purple. And this is marketed as a blush light, although I feel that this can double as just like an eyeshadow trio. But the one that truly got my heart pumping, and the one I'm wearing today, is Gamma Ray, which is all of this beautiful orangey, ready, just, oh, it's so pretty. Once again, this could be treated as a, eyeshadow trio. Obviously, it is all shimmer. And I will say, these things are huge compared to their normal blush lights, which are like, probably about yay big. I got these and I'm like, dang. So, although they are marketed as blush lights, I feel like with Jeffree Star's, some of his like highlighter colors, these are also supposed to be multi-use, whatever fancy editorial makeup look, dual purpose items. And they also released 2 liquid lipstick colors. These are their radioactive liquid lipsticks. Now, I had never tried anything, their liquid lipsticks before, so I was like, ooh, a super crazy pink. Ooh, a super crazy purple. I was down. I am not sure about the status of limited edition on the other items. I'll obviously leave that down below with the items linked. But I don't know if I said the blush lights, they retail for $22, which I honestly thought was a pretty stinking good price, and I believe these are $18. So typical high-end prices, except, we're gonna gouge it for this. I will say the packaging. But enough rave talk. Let's actually swatch these products. I'm probably gonna we'll see. So I'm gonna start off swatching the palette here. It's so pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with Radioactive right here. Now, Melt Cosmetics, the one thing I will say about this collection, keyword is pigmented. The key phrase is heckin' pigmented. Can we just you go in, you're like, oh, okay. Alright, special effects level of pigmentation. Look! Behold the beauty of top tier level pigmentation. And also probably top tier level stainage. I don't know if I said, but that was radioactive, radon, and neon. Then we're gonna go into xenon, which is probably my second. Y'all know I live for this kind of green. I could have 12,000 pans of this kind of green and not be upset. Arsenic, which is, like I said, probably my top. This is just such a beautiful, unique shade. And then Meltdown, which is heckin' pigmented, is heckin' powdery, is heckin' fallouty. So you're gonna want to tread with the carefulest of ease. That is just stunning. And then this one right here. Oh my stars. I mean, look at that. That almost like matches perfectly with my wig. Twinsies! Trying not to get pigment on my sweater. Oh my goodness, this, wow. Wow! That is not coming off worth anything. Great, now my finger's just gonna be green for the rest of my life. Like, seriously, can you not? I'm a little afraid of that shade now, because it's there to stay. Then, last but not least, Hazmat Radioactive. So beautiful. And then uranium, which is, I mean, these are just perfection. Perfection. I'm just gonna do them up here. Woo! James Charles wishes he was this pigmented. And then this one, which is a much softer. That matches my oh, look! We all matchy-matchy! I didn't plan that. I literally, like, threw myself together today. Oh, my lord. Okay, I'm done. Review done. But seriously, folks, this is balls to the walls pigmentation. Y'all ready for a magic trick? Y'all ready for me to not make these disappear? Okay, that wasn't, okay. That was pretty good. Saving that last color for last though. Oh my goodness, I'm a little scared to see that, you know, I'm now gonna have a tattoo of that color across my arm. Okay, never mind, not so bad. Maybe it's just my fingerprint that is like eating the color and never wants it to go away. Okay, blush light time. Gonna start off with ultraviolet. I did... Last night I tapped my finger into this, and I'm talking about like tapped, and I was like, oh, okay. Cause I was trying to figure out, you know, what I wanted to, like, let me show you. I'm just gonna like, look at that. Like, can you imagine what a blush brush would do to this? I mean, all right, and then we'll do just a little bit. This one, you know, you can actually do a nice swirly motion. That's a little bit more subdued. And then this shade, which is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at, I mean, eyeshadow trio for the win. I mean, yeah, I'm totally gonna be playing with these on top of blushes, like very lightly, but I'm not sure about using this whole thing as a blush on its own, but ding, dang, dong. These colors are beautiful. I mean, that pink, I was just like, oh, let me swatch. And I was like, oh, blew my mind just a titchy bit. My personal favorite, Gamma Ray. I actually took this and I'm using it as a highlighter, and I also put it here because, you know, why not? So the orange right here. Oh my God. So pretty. So, like, that alone is everything I want in a blush. And then this shade is a bit more, I mean, it's like that pink, you know, and it's woo! Woo! With that, you want to tread very carefully, like a little bit goes a long way. And then this is just an absolutely gorgeous, peachy, shimmery, shimmy highlighter shade. Then we will swatch the liquid lipsticks. What I am wearing on my lippies today is the Atomic shade. I will say, I do not know if this is their, like, traditional formula, because it's like super like all over the place liquidy. I don't know if you can like tell how much like just like, yeah, all over the place this formula is. Like, it's pretty, it's real pretty, but kind of just like the theme with everything, it's heckin' pigmented. You want to be like super super friggin' careful. Like, that was just one pull out of the tube, and I even scraped some of it off. Then this one here is in superheat. And this one is like liquidy, yes, but it's like not as, maybe something happened with the getting that tube in there, you know, maybe that's part of my problem. But once again, heckin' pigmented, heckin' pigmented. You need just the tiniest little bit. Okay, let's get down to some of the nitty gritty. I'm just gonna off the bat, I am not a very big fan of these. I do not know if this is Melt's traditional liquid lipstick formula. They are very liquidy, and you need to be so careful with these, because even if you get like that precise line, I noticed that they did have some bleeding and feathering, and I'm horrible at drawing my lips on anyway, so anything that makes it more complicated, I'm not a fan of. The colors are beautiful. It's not coming off on camera, but they almost have this like shift. I mean, they really are. They're almost like, they're like a neon sign where they just kind of have a little bit of a color shift. I love that. I think it's a very unique sort of finish. Dry down great. They feel great on the lips. I'm just not a fan of this like super uber liquidy. I mean, can you see, just like, maybe it's just this one, but there's like so much product, and it's just a really big mess to use this one. So I don't know if that's a packaging problem or what. This one is a lot less, if you can see, a lot less problematic, but they are a bit slippery and a bit liquidy. Definitely not a beginner's liquid lipstick. Okay, these I love. I am a very extra artsy fartsy in your face makeup kind of gal. This I love. This I'm going to use the heck out of as a blush, as a highlighter, and as eyeshadow. I think this is just absolutely stunning. In all honesty, I wish that they had taken this shade. This is the ultraviolet one. I wish they had like maybe picked two of these colors, like the pink and then one of the purples, and then added this highlighter shade, because I notice what I can do is I'll take these shades and then I'll mix it with the highlighter shade to make it a lot less like intense on my face. Whereas with these, you're just going in and that's it. There is no coming back from using these. They make absolutely beautiful eyeshadows. I think this is a great multi-purpose product. If you're someone who likes to be a little extra, you're someone who's a bit more artistic, you love bright colors, I think these would be great and are a lot of fun. Like I said, you get 3 colors in one. It's a blush, it's a highlighter, it's an eyeshadow. They're very nice, non-bulky, multi-use products. And last but not least, the star of the show, the palette. Highly recommend this. I think if you are someone who misses or missed out on the Urban Decay Electric palette era, this would be a great palette for you. I will say though, you want to be careful with Neon, Radioactive, and Meltdown especially, as well as Hazmat. You are gonna get fallout. Tap in, then tap that brush to get away the excess, because, or just, you know, do the whateverness that people do. But you are going to get fallout on a couple of these shades. That being said, they're beautiful. I mean, the color you see in the pan, that's what you get, straight up. Blending doesn't make the color like fade and dissipate into nothing. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't deposit and then not blend. Everything I would want a super colorful shadow to do, this does. I think a lot of the shades like Arsenic and Hazmat and Xenon, they're like, you know, more unique shades. Even Uranium, because traditionally when a purple is put into a rainbow palette, it's not this like more pastel-y ethereal color, which BTW color theory, this purple and this green, absolutely stunning. stunning. Like I said, if you are a color lover, if you're not afraid of a little bit of fallout, if you want something that is very similar, akin to like the opacity and the blendability and just the overall pigmentation of the colors of the Urban Decay Electric palette, this is for you, straight up. This palette, honestly, one of the reasons I'm so happy about it is because I remember back when I used to do my makeup, I do like one color, I do like 2 color looks, and then when I started to get fancier beauty guru type makeup, I kind of forgot how I used to do my makeup and I missed it. And this kind of like resurfaced that just kind of super simple but very colorful, and just this inspires me. And I think this is just a fantastic palette from Melt Cosmetics. If you're familiar with their formula, this is it. Heckin' pigmented, really blinking good quality. So yeah, I love the palette. I love the blush lights. I honestly think it would be really cool if they took those kind of blush lights and did like other color stories. But obviously I have no idea. And obviously, so like I said, I love how it's like a blush light, when really it just should be like a circle of heckin' pigmented pigment that you can do whatever the frig you want with it. But it look pretty on my cheekies. The only thing is the liquid lipsticks, they're just, like I said, they look pretty. They feel good on the lips. They're not a fun formula to work with. I may try using them over top of a lipstick, so maybe there's something there to keep it from like running all up in here, but we will have to see. Obviously, let me know what you think about the items in this collection. Did you pick them up? Did you leave them over there? I love hearing all y'all's comments about products that I review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!